Hey, Inch.
Hi.
We're podcasting.
I know.
We're rolling.
Why do I get so many Schoology emails?
Because you're a mother.
I'm so tired of doing school this way.
You're over it?
I'm over it, and it's January. I still have the rest of January, all of February, all of March, all of April, and I'm pretty much all of May. That's a long time.
It is a long time. Do you get a spring break?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we get spring break, but, I don't know. I can't do school like this again another year. No.
Well, hopefully we'll get it all under control.
And neither can the teachers. I was on Instagram today, and I was going through somebody's story who's a teacher, a young teacher, and she was saying how hard and difficult it is to teach like this. And I can imagine, because she said, let me give you an example. She said, I spent 3 hours on a lesson trying to make it fun and interactive for the kids. She said, because I'm an interactive teacher. I don't like to just give you a picture of a textbook page and tell you to write down vocabulary words. She said, anybody can do that.
She'll grow out of it.
I want to make it, I know she's a young teacher. I said
right.
that.
I heard you.
Premise that.
Right.
But I appreciate her enthusiasm.
Yeah, absolutely.
To have kids learn in a creative way. So she said, it took me 3 hours to get this interactive thing together. And she said, I sent it out to my students, and only a fraction of them could actually download it, and then only a fraction from those who downloaded it actually turned it in. So she said it's very frustrating because of, not only technology, some kids don't have really good internet connection.
Yeah, they have Sunlink.
Or
shit.
I also had coffee with someone today who works at the Board of Education, and she said that wait, where was I going with this? Oh, I had a story. Oh gosh, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, she was saying how many kids, and I guess we don't, we've talked about this before, but actually don't have parents to help at home. Or
right.
Parents, not that they don't want to help, but that they just don't have time because
they're a single parent. They don't have time.
They're either a single parent or they work weird shifts, so they have to sleep during the day and then they go to work at night and their kids are asleep at night, so they can't help them with their work. And they're calling the Board of Education complaining, saying, look, my kid's not going to be able to do this work because I work at night when they're asleep. You know what I mean? When they're asleep, and when I come home, I have to sleep when they're awake, and they don't see each other.
There's all kinds of circumstances like that.
And so the little time that we have together, I don't want to spend doing schoolwork, which I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either, because even when I come home, and you've done as much as you possibly can, but you have to go to work in the evenings sometimes, and it's like, you're going to help with this. I'm like, oh my God, my brain won't hold it. I can't. And then you know what parents do in that situation when it's 7:30 at night?
They just do it themselves.
You do it yourself.
Let me tell you, I'm not going to lie right now.
Because I will lose my mind sometimes at 7:30 at night after I've had a long day at work. It might have been a bad day. It might have been a good day. But regardless, you're exhausted. And you just got dinner done for kids. And now you're like, now we got to do your homework.
I know. I get it.
And you're doing a shot just so you can get through it. And then you do it.
See, I don't have that during the day. That's not fair. I can't take a shot during the day to help me.
Well, that's just...
I don't want to start day drinking.
No, you don't.
But
that's what quarantine has done to us.
Right? But here's the thing. He had to graph the atmosphere or something. I didn't understand it by just looking at the lesson, and I asked him, I said, did your conference, did he go over it? He goes, yeah, but I don't understand it. I had to go back and watch a 30-minute conference. Luckily, you can do that, to see how to do this, because I couldn't figure it out just by reading the instructions. And I'm not kidding. It was hard to figure out.
Did you go through the 4 layers of the atmosphere?
No.
I did that last night. It was pretty cool.
No, this was we had to graph nitrogen and oxygen and what level. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know.
Right. The gases.
But anyway,
that keep us alive.
If I wouldn't have been able to go back to that, we couldn't have done it. And even then, I did one graph for him. I was like, I can't explain this to him. This is 6th grade science, but I couldn't explain it to him. If his teacher couldn't get it through to him, so I just did the graph myself. I'm like, you know what? Here we go. I mean, it's true. I don't do that a lot. But with science, I'm not going to lie. Mr. Patterson, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I'm learning a lot in your class, but...
I've learned a lot, too. I really enjoy it myself, but I'm a casual adult. The problem is with school, the way it's done, even before COVID, where kids are piling in a classroom and they're having to grasp stuff. One, you have to be a little interested to actually do well at it.
Well, yeah.
Right? 2, it turns into a system where you do whatever you got to do to get a passing grade or a good grade, depending on your expectations of yourself and expectations of your parents for you.
Right.
So what happens there is you just figure out how to get through the test. If you got to cheat, if you got to do whatever you got to do, you just got to get through it because you can't grasp it.
Do you know how many things that I've Googled for Nate on a test? And I'm like, I'm not going to go back and try to find this in your pictures of your textbooks that your teacher sent me. So I'm just going to go ahead and Google it. Now, I mean, he's still learning because there was a question
I learn
here.
a lot when I Google
Yeah, you said that before. We talked about that before.
It's crazy how much I grasped in history from going back, and then I'm like, oh, wow. And then end up sitting there reading.
So what does it matter if you look it up in a textbook or you Google it, right? Because it's an open book test. None of these tests they're giving these kids, have they ever even said, now don't use your notes. All of them have said open book. So I don't feel bad about Googling it.
Right.
It's just much more, it's just way more of a time saver.
Right.
And sometimes I don't know the answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, I know I sound like I'm complaining, and I quite frankly I am. But I was talking to my friend at coffee today that works at the Board of Education, and she was like, these poor kids are just, not only are they missing out on learning, because they're not really learning that much, but they're also, missing out on being with friends.
The social aspect.
Yeah,
right.
and it's putting a lot of these kids into some depression.
Well, yeah, it's putting adults into depression. It's terrible.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying in states where they're like, we got to open up. We got to let people, because the precautions or whatever, the lockdown, whatever you do, can't be worse than the disease. And that's what it is.
Oh, it's getting that way. I don't think it was at the beginning, but it is.
There's people, they're killing themselves.
Yeah.
There's people that depression and anxiety has gone through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Your worthlessness, the loneliness, isolation, it's not good for you
mentally.
mentally.
No, it's really not.
The problem is, and I didn't say this at first, so I have progressed. But at this point, and it's been this point for me for months, if freaking people would just wear their damn masks, the states that are rigid could do more probably.
Probably.
Because people go out and they have to be stubborn and they're like, I'm not wearing a mask. Well,
yeah.
Unfortunately, this is very contagious. And if we keep getting these dang red maps, we're all going to be sitting at home again. So just wear the mask until you're sitting down to eat and then take it off. But
yeah. I don't think that's what's called. I mean, I don't think it's those few people that's not wearing their mask making the numbers rise.
Well, probably not. But
it's not because it's not because
people.
It's you do see people. I work at the store. I mean, and they come in. But I don't think that's what's making the numbers rise. Because if you're wearing your mask and I'm not wearing one, you're not going to get it from me.
Right.
If you're not wearing it and I'm not wearing it, then there's a problem.
Has she gone to get their shot yet?
I don't know, but
if you're over 80, you can get it.
Yeah, well, my friend who works at the Board of Education, she got there early for coffee. I was like, oh my gosh, you got here so fast, because she was going to come right after work. I was like, you got here before me. And she was like, well, they sent me for my COVID vaccination, so I got to leave early. And then I got there, and right before mine, they ran out.
Oh.
So she's like, it was crazy. But anyway, so I don't know that my grandma's gone. I haven't talked to her, but I know she was wanting to. And I mean, she's 86. So
she definitely needs to do it.
Yeah, she will. But back to the mask thing, like I feel like I do think it's important to wear one, and I'm not saying that. And
right.
I want to protect myself too if it's that bad. But I'm just saying it's not those few people that are walking around without it that's making it spread. It's just not.
Yeah, but my point is
my point is if you wear a mask, you're not supposed to be able to get it, right?
Right.
Okay, so that point is void. I'm not trying to fight with you. I'm just saying, like,
I'm just saying that's kind of the deal now, and I think people are. I mean,
what do you mean it's kind of the deal?
The deal is, you go into an establishment, you wear a freaking mask.
No, I agree.
The establishment says you wear a mask in here. Don't be an asshole.
Oh, I agree.
And if they say don't wear a shirt, you put a shirt. I mean, if they say you have to wear a shirt, you wear a shirt.
I understand. I
guess these people are starting to annoy me. They're still trying to prove a point.
I think that they're annoying you. I don't think you just said they're the problem, and I don't think they're the problem.
Well, I don't mean they're the problem.
I think that it just spreads fast, and I think that it's starting to get around more.
It is.
For whatever reason, I don't know why. I don't know why. But
in our food supply.
Oh, God, here we go.
It's in our food supply.
It is not in our food supply.
They're sending it to us. We're getting it. and it's just a random.
We're all going to get it at some point in time, whether it's now, in a month, or a year from now. It's just like the flu. At some point, you're going to probably get the flu.
Yeah.
You are, at some point.
But if you get the vaccine for this, you won't get it.
Does it work like that, or is it like the flu vaccine? It might work, it might not. There's so many different strands of the flu.
And there's 2 shots, so you have to go back,
Yeah,
right?
I know, it's crazy.
And then you shouldn't get it, but you can still pass it.
Oh,
So the
see,
mask
I mean,
thing's
it's
not
just-
going to end.
Well,
even
it
with
is.
the vaccine.
It's got to end at some point.
But my point is right now, the vaccine, they said you still can pass it. You can still, even though you're immune to it, you can carry it and pass it to other people.
I'm bothered by that.
So you still have to wear your mask, even though you've got the vaccination. That's what I heard. Could have been a headline.
You can't get it, but you can pass it. How are you going to pass it if you can't get it?
I guess it's like, what's the thing? Is it strep? Like you carry it dormant, but it just doesn't.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you get it if you're vaccinated for it? You shouldn't ever get it if you're vaccinated for it. So therefore, you can't pass something that you can't get.
I don't know. That's just what I heard.
I understand the carrier about the strep thing. That makes
Right.
100%. But if you vaccinate me for something, meaning I can't get it, then how do I pass something that I can't get?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not a rocket scientist, but
And I'm not a doctor. I just heard it. So however that
but
works.
does that make sense to you? You can't get it, but you can still pass it. Wait a minute. How do I pass something I can't get?
It's a good question.
I'm confused.
It is. It's a quandary.
I could say maybe for a month after you get the shot, you could still pass it because you could still have it in your system and it's getting out. But once you've been vaccinated and gone through that second shot, you're not supposed to be able to get the Rona. So therefore, how in the world can you pass it?
Maybe I should have read the article.
Oh, there we go. So he starts spreading this stuff. They said you can still, and then this is how it goes. It's like the telephone game. Well, I heard on a podcast this guy say that even though you get the shot, you can still pass it, but you can't get it if you got the shot.
Hey, what do you think?
Because you didn't read the article.
Listen, what do you think about seasonal mailboxes?
I thought you already talked about this.
Did I talk about it on a podcast?
Or just say you wanted to talk about it.
I don't think we've talked about it.
So
have
are
we?
you saying...
I talked
did
about
you
it
not
on my
talk about-
TikTok.
Okay, maybe that's what you said, TikTok. All right, so are you saying seasonal mailboxes? Are you saying that when people change the outer...
Yeah, like down here, they have a winter one. They have a summer one. They have a freaking
They have
spring
these things
one.
they
have,
lay
they
over
have
'em.
a Christmas one.
I mean, I think it's part of being... having money that you don't know what to do with, and time also that you don't have. I'm not bothered by it, but I would never do it because if I have extra money, I'm surely not going to say, Jeff, could you go get us a Valentine mailbox cover? I want to be decorative. That's just not me.
Well, here's what's going to happen if you ask me to do that. Even if we do have extra money, I'm going to say no. We're not
can't
going to
tell me.
We're not going to decorate
You
our
can't
mailbox.
tell me no. Like you can
People-
say, I
people-
won't go buy it for you, but you
Okay,
can
I'm
buy
not going
it.
to tell you no, but I'm going to say we're not decorating our mailbox.
No,
A
you
man
can't
has
say
got to
that.
stand at some point and say, these are some things we cannot do as humans. We cannot look like that
What's that
down
look like
the
to
street.
you?
It looks douchey.
It looks douchey. Yeah, I think it's decorative. I think that it's
That's
festive.
what people on my TikTok said. It's a nice
It's-
way
it's-
to decorate and change
and
things up.
to cheer up your mailman.
Oh my God!
Jesus needs cheered up. Our
That's
mailman.
exactly what I said. I said, what do people think? That they're entertaining their mailman?
Yeah. Our mailman looks like Jesus, or what they portray Jesus to look like, because nobody really knows.
We're going to get to heaven, and that dude is going to be Jesus. They're going to be like, all this time you had Jesus right at your mailbox.
Nobody
and
really
you never
knows.
you never gave him a tip.
I know. Nobody really knows, obviously, what Jesus looks like, but what they portray him to look like. Anyway, that's what he looks like.
Which is ridiculous, because Jesus was a Middle Eastern man.
Yeah, there's no way he could be as white as they make him.
He would fit more of a Bin Laden look or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, anyway, back to your original thing. No, it's not something I would actually do, but it doesn't bother me. Like, I think it gets under your skin.
Here's what it is. I think it would be fun to put funny mailbox covers on, though.
To really entertain your mailman.
What
about a sports team? What about a sports team? What about the Bears on there?
I don't know. That's different.
See, why is it different? Because it's something that you like versus it's something that.
Here's what I propose.
Oh gosh.
We get mailbox. Are they magnets?
I believe they might be magnets. Yeah, because cloth would be
What if we got mailbox magnets that were funny, or entertaining, or like maybe Chippendales, or
I suppose you could put any magnet on your mailbox.
it'd be pretty entertaining. For if every day you would do this, like I don't have time. But
okay. So I sit around and do nothing, and
you could.
Whoa, no! I want to back up. I want to back up for 1 split second. What do you mean, sir? You wait. Tomorrow we're gonna have a Valentine mailbox. I don't care what you say.
I did that just for you.
We're gonna have a birthday mailbox.
I love pushing your buttons. Listen.
Okay.
You could run out every day before Jesus got here and put a new sticker on it for him. And then you could stand and look out the window like a crazy lady.
What we can do.
Did he like it? Did he like it?
Did he laugh?
Oh my gosh, he thinks that one's cute.
Or what we can do is those little ABC letters that we used to get for the kids to help them learn how to spell on the refrigerator?
Yes.
We could spell out just different words for them, like "Hi Jesus," or "Have a good day," "Thanks for the mail."
He's a pretty nice guy too.
He's a very nice guy. He's also the mailman at the GNC that I work at.
Have you talked to him there too?
No, because I'm not usually there when the mail comes. I was just there when they were training me when I was there during the day.
He's like, "You deliver to my house," and he's like, "I deliver to every house out here."
Actually, I think I did say that to him. It's like, "You're my mailman at my house," and he's like, "Oh, have a nice day." He's like, "I don't care."
Go to hell. You will now go to hell. Mark it in the book.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Well, I'm sorry that you know what you're also annoyed by?
What?
When people put up flags at their house.
Flags are stupid.
Why are flags stupid?
They look ridiculous.
Not the American flag.
And you know what else I hate?
Can you please verify you don't mean the American flag? You mean decorative flags.
Any flags.
Jeff. My parents have a big flagpole.
They have a freaking flagpole.
And with the American flag, and they're very proud of that, and I think that you should be as well. I don't think the American flag is into this category.
Okay, we're taking the American
or any
flag
country
out of it
flag or the Christian flag. We're talking about
Oh,
flags
come
with
on.
owls on them, or flags with sunflowers on them, or seasonal flags, right?
I don't care what flag it is. It looks tacky hanging from
So
your
you're
house.
saying that people who put an American flag hanging outside their house are tacky?
I have nothing against
You're
American flags.
and not an American.
I don't have anything. Okay, so I want you to wear a
why
freaking
don't you go ahead
sweater
and
with an
go
American
ahead-
flag
Go
hanging
ahead
off of it.
and join all the crazy people in DC right now, because that's
They're
how you're acting.
Americans.
They're not acting like Americans.
Psychotic.
It is psychotic.
It's
What
amazing that there's that many unstable people in this world.
I would wear an American flag sweater on certain holidays.
But you wear the. So it's fine.
I just
if you
wouldn't wear
hang
it
on
every
the
day.
4th of July. It doesn't.
I'm
matter.
not
It's the
saying I
4th
would
of
put.
July.
I'm not saying that I would put a flag out. I'm just saying don't hate on those who do, who may be patriotic.
I'm not hating on them.
You're hating on the flag.
No, I'm not hating on the flag.
You just said it was stupid. You want to go back and listen?
No, the American flag is
I
not
said
stupid.
even the American flag. You said all flags. Go back and listen.
All flags look tacky.
You said
hanging
that.
from a house, yes.
So you're saying that people who have American flags hanging from their house are tacky? Well, maybe
Why
they're just
would
trying to be patriotic. Maybe their son is overseas and they're trying to maybe
God bless him
Maybe
and
they
their
served.
family.
Maybe they're veterans.
And
Maybe
I'm
they're
so
super
happy they
patriotic. And
did.
you're saying they're tacky. It wasn't tacky when those people were fighting for you.
What is wrong with you?
It wasn't.
Listen, you can't help what you think is tacky. I don't care.
I would never crap on the American flag like that.
I'm not-
It's not tacky. You can fly your American flag, your Christian flag, whatever flag you want to
I'm
fly.
crapping on flags. It doesn't matter
I
what's
said
hanging.
even the American flag, and you said all flags are tacky. That's what you said.
Okay, American flag. I'll take that.
Merca.
One. Merca, and the West Virginia flag. Those two can
Oh
fly.
my gosh.
The other thing that bothers me is big fake rocks in people's yard. It's the most ridiculous damn thing
I don't think
I
many
have
people
ever
have
seen.
that. I don't think many people have that, but we do have a neighbor that does have that.
I mean, if you want to go and go to a rock quarry and have them deliver a real rock and throw it in your yard, I'd be like, well, it's a rock. I don't know
How
why.
do you know it's fake? Did you go up and look at it?
Dude, that thing, you can spot that thing from
Are
6
you sure
houses
it's
down.
not real? We
I'm
should
going to
go
knock
check it
on
out.
it. I'm telling you that thing
Which
is
neighbor is it? I forget.
3 doors down.
Is it the one that pulled you over that one day?
No, not that guy.
Oh.
No, that's the next house. That was a classic day when I got pulled over.
We talked about that a long time ago in this
Yeah,
podcast.
we did.
But
That was kind of.
we have some interesting neighbors. We've talked about our neighbors before, but anyway, I don't know that it's fake, but maybe it is. I don't
It's
know how Jeff
fake.
knows this.
Look closely, and it disappears at certain times of the year.
How closely can you look? I mean, do you stop in front of his house? I mean,
No,
you're
I drive by it
driving
every day. All you have to do
Do
is
you just
look.
roll by real slow and examine the rock?
You don't have to. All you have to do is go, oh my God, that's fake. That rock is fake. It's strikingly fake. I'm telling you.
We're gonna go door to door and act.
When we get done with this podcast, we'll put our coats on and we'll walk down there.
It seems too cold.
And we can video it and
It's
put it
too
on our
cold.
page.
You can,
to
but
promote
it's too cold.
this.
It's too
and I
cold.
go, see, Angie, it's fake. Go touch it.
Okay, but it's dark. Maybe we can do it during the day and when it's not so cold.
I think they're like some bigwigs up at Mardi Gras Casino because they always have their Mardi Gras flag out.
Oh, that house, the flag, which is stupid.
It's really stupid.
It's tacky. It seems like, okay, so our neighborhood, like we've said before, is really strange. And it seems like that every house, almost every house, not every single house, has something strange. Like you got the fake rock, you have the decorative mailboxes, the flags. We have cones. People put cones in their driveway.
I don't understand the people that put the 3 cones across their driveway.
I need to ask them. And I will be in a certain type of mood one day and I'll roll by and they'll be out in their yard and I'll say, I'm sorry, but I've lived here for 3 years and I have a burning question. And they're going to say, what? And I'm going to say, and I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful, sir.
But what's up
But
with the cones?
why do you and your neighbor have cones in your driveway?
If it was one neighbor, if it was one house in the whole neighborhood, I'd go, okay, this person's got serious OCD, or something's going on with him and cones. He has a cone fetish or something. I don't know.
Oh, there's cones in the driveway. Look how they're
Oh,
lined
he's
up.
standing at his window over the garage like, oh, somebody move the cone. Oh, honey, go move the cone. Slowly move the cone.
I wondered if, and like if it were one house, I know that the one particular house I see teenagers going in and out of, I would be like, okay, they don't want the teenagers parking in their spot. So they put cones out. So when they get home, they can actually park in their driveway instead of having teenagers' cars in their driveway.
Why
But
don't
for
you
me,
just do like we do? We say, don't park in our spot.
We've
And
never had
Maddie,
to say that.
There's where you park.
We've never
on
had
the
to say
road.
that because our kids' friends know that obviously I don't live here. So I'm just going to park on the street.
Right.
But maybe they're not that bright. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out.
We should have trick-or-treated this year just to ask them.
We'll just, when it gets nice out and we're walking, we'll go and you can ask them. I'm afraid they'll think I'm being disrespectful, which I am not. I'm just wondering. And my clients that come to the house, they wonder as well.
I will ask. I will say, hey, man, I want to be your friend, and I've never really talked to you. Been here 3 years, and I drive by your house, and there's cones in your driveway, blocking the driveway off, and it has got me fuzzled.
And I don't think
Can you tell me what it's about? Because I may want to get some cones once I hear the story.
I don't think that it's because they don't want cars turning around in their driveway because it's a really it's like a right dead smack in the middle of the neighborhood.
And there's a cul-de-sac.
But people might not know if you're new to if you don't know the neighborhood, you might not know that there's a
If you
cul-de-sac.
don't know the neighborhood, why are you randomly picking their drive? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm
Out
saying.
of
Like,
all
does
the
it happen that
driveways.
many times?
No,
So it
and
can't be
right
that.
before their houses, there's a circle, so people could just pull in there and back out
I
and
don't
take
know
off.
what it is.
I'm telling you, it's odd. It's
Is
whack.
it to keep people from riding their bikes at their driveway?
No, they're too far apart. It makes me want to ride
Well,
my
me
bike.
too. Because
I want a bike now to ride through the cones.
We're that type of people, but I don't know. So we definitely have interesting neighbors and an interesting neighborhood, to say the
do.
least. I spoke to one neighbor. Actually, he's very nice. He's going to give me a treadmill. I don't know when we're getting it, but he lives 2 doors down, literally, or 3, 2 doors down.
2 doors down, and I need
And
to get that freaking treadmill.
he has a treadmill with only 50-something miles on it, and he wants to give it to me, but I can't get anybody over. Jeff said he'd come help us.
Jeff
Doss.
did. Jeff Doss said he would. I
just
need
need
to
to
get
have
him
him
over
over.
here.
So we do have some nice neighbors, but I don't know. I feel like we live down here on the end of the cul-de-sac and we forgot about it.
It's kind of nice, though. I like that. I feel private.
I do feel a little private, except I hate the lot next to us that has overgrown weeds and probably all sorts of animals and stuff.
Someday I just want to.
Frolic in it.
No, I want to move from here and move to a ranch. And live out,
Yeah, I
kind
wouldn't
of like
mind
in the
that.
country a little bit.
Well, no, because I need to be able to get to conveniences within 5 minutes.
Well, we live in West Virginia. We can live somewhere where the conveniences aren't too far and still have a nice piece of land with some ranch, with a nice rancher.
Wait a minute. No, sir.
What?
We're moving to the beach next.
Oh, that's right.
Don't get away from that. See what he does?
Right. That's right. Well, what about a ranch near a beach?
I don't know that they have a ranch is out in the country. I don't know.
You think they have them in Florida? Florida's
They have a
pretty
ranch
diverse.
style house, I'm sure.
I could trade that for a beach house.
I'm sure you can get.
I could do a beach house instead.
Oh, yes. It's never going to happen, people. We're going to be 87 years
I
old,
want
still
a
doing our
polo.
podcast.
I want to have a polo field though.
800 episodes in, and we're still sitting here. A polo
In our
field?
room.
Why? Because we watched
I wanna
Southern
do
Charm, and
like
now you want to do
Thomas
polo?
Ravenel.
Oh, my gosh.
T-Rav.
T-Rab. I don't know if
Get
y'all
up there.
watch Southern Charm.
Southern Charm.
But if you do, you're probably up to date with it. We're only on season 6.
6. We'll be through it soon.
T-Rab
Trust me.
just got arrested in our season.
This is his last season. Him and his
So-
girlfriend's last season.
Praise God. I don't mind him, but
No, he's entertaining.
he is
I like
entertaining.
having
I'll
him
miss
on.
him. I'll miss T-Rab.
I like the drama.
I'll miss T-Rab. Oh, they'll find drama somewhere else.
They do find the
They
drama.
will find the drama. I promise you that.
They'll find the drama, mama.
I'm so tired. Listen, I told you I had a new client Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 7 this week. So 2 mornings I've had to wake up early. I know that sounds like, oh, well, that's too bad. But when you get used to something, you get used to something. And I got to wake up early in the morning. And it's really not even that early.
You know what's nice, though?
But I'm tired. I can feel my body can feel it.
You know what's nice? I can think back, probably not a year ago, maybe a year ago, when you had to get up and go to the gym at 6.
Oh,
or
I know.
6:30.
I know.
Remember
It
that?
is.
Like you had to
You're
get
right.
in your car and you had to drive.
You're right.
there.
I just have to get up.
You can have your coffee.
And I'll probably need to, like, I've been getting up and, like, put my makeup on and stuff like that, but that's probably going to wear off. But I look so bad in the mornings that I don't want to scare anybody. Like, my eyes are still puffy, so I feel like I got to put on makeup. But, yeah, I grab my coffee and I just go downstairs. It's really easy.
Yeah, if you think about it, I mean, I remember now you getting up and leaving in the mornings.
At, like,
you would
6
like
something.
6:15. You would be
Yeah,
out the
because
door.
I had to, they got there at 6:30.
Yeah,
I trained them at 6:30.
drove all the way down there.
Yeah, it was cold. So, I mean, it's cold in the basement, but, like, I don't have to, like, get out in my car and be cold in the car. And
Right,
so
yeah.
I'm not complaining. I mean, I am complaining a little bit. I'm just kind of venting. It's just something for me to get, like, it's just adjusted. But it's nice that, like, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I don't have to get up as early. And I
would
don't.
sometimes meet you for coffee at like 7:30.
I know. After you drop the kids. Remember when our kids went to school? Like,
Oh,
to a
that's
school
right.
building?
They did go
You
to
would drop
school.
them off at school, and then you would come have coffee with me because I had to kill time before my class. Because I had, like, dead time between, like, 7 and 9. And sometimes I'd come home, but it's like, ugh, you know? So
Yeah,
now when I
yeah.
have that dead time, which I don't now because I filled it with Zoom clients.
Right.
But I can just be here. I can, like, do a little laundry, or I can, like, come take a nap if I want to. Like, tomorrow morning I'm not as busy. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. I love it. I was telling my friend at coffee today that I love it, but there are some days where I do miss kind of going into the gym. I mean, I go into the gym to do my own workout, but sometimes I miss the
Getting away and having a
well,
spot.
the hustle and bustle of a gym,
And the
and
people.
not where I was before grind time. It was a private gym. I do miss kind of like being at any time where it's just like, yeah, it's hustle and bustle, and you're talking to people all the time. And
Same people come at the same time of day,
Yeah.
so you're going to see these people at 10
Right.
casually, and
Right.
these people at 3.
Right. So today at the gym, speaking of the gym, I have a little story for you. I forgot to tell you. I haven't really talked to you today because you had to travel today
I did. I was on the road.
and had a fat boy lunch, which
I
I'm
did.
still really jealous about.
It was good.
Oh, I bet it was.
It was good. I can't wait to go back.
Cheat days tomorrow. I cannot wait. So I'm at the gym today, okay? And I forgot to put my ring on. So this could be something.
Oh, my gosh.
I know I got you. I'm going to go do it right now. Well, not right now because I'm going to tell a story. So I go and I get my bench and I go pick up my weights, and I notice this guy looking at me, and I'm like, what the heck is his problem? Like, because I
I'm
don't
not there
notice
one
people.
day.
I don't notice people looking at me, right? I just don't. So I get my weights, and I got the 35s because I was doing chest press. I was doing bench press, dumbbell bench press. And I did my set, and then I stood up to get my phone or something, and he was, like, talking to me. Like, because I looked over that way, and he was talking to me. I was like, I took my headphones out. He goes, oh, my gosh. He goes, you lift heavy weights. You're showing all the girls up in here. Shoot, you're almost showing me up in here. And I was like, He was like, you're strong, girl. You're real strong. And I was like, thanks. He goes, I don't see many girls lifting, not deadlifting, but chest pressing 35s. And I was like, oh, they do. He goes, nuh-uh. He goes, I watch the girls in here, and they don't
Oh,
go.
do you?
He said they don't go down to that side of the racks. And I was like, thank you. I put my headphones back in. And then before he left, he came over to me. He was like, you're doing a real good job. You're doing a real good job. I was like, thank
Thank you for your permission. Thank you for your praise.
He was a nice guy. I had never seen him in there before.
Well, clearly, or he'd have probably seen us. if you'd ever been in there.
I don't know. You leave my side, and
That's true. It's crazy. Last night, somebody asked you to dinner.
somebody asked me to dinner last night. I've been switching my rings lately, my wedding rings, because I have a silicone one that I wear most of the time. But then whenever I go out somewhere, I like to put my pretty one on. Well, since I've started working at GNC, I like to wear my pretty one there, because it's not hard work. I can, wear my pretty ring. Well, the switching isn't working out so well because I'll take one off and I'll forget to put the other one on. And I always take the pretty one off because it's so bulky, because it's a pretty decent size, that I can't shower in it or sleep in it. So I take it off, but then I forget to put my silicone one back on. Well, anyway, this has been going on for days now. And I was talking to this guy at GNC yesterday, and he was talking about pre-workout or whatever. And we were talking about pre-workout, and I was ringing him out, and he said, "What time do you close?" And I said, 8 p.m. He goes, "Would you like to get some dinner after work?" And I was like, no, I'm married. He goes, "Oh," he goes, "I just didn't see your ring." I was like, "I just forgot to put it on." He was like, "All right, I'm really sorry. That was disrespectful. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be disrespectful." I was like, "No, it's fine." He's like, "All right, have a good night." It's like, "All right, you too." So I don't think he was trying to be I mean,
he's
you
asking you
can't,
out.
yeah, you can't blame him. I mean, like, I would be the same way
You're
if I
begging
was.
for it.
If I was, no, I'm not. I have a tattoo of our thing, but you can't really see it. You don't really know what it is.
Right.
Because it's not like tattooed like around, like a
Right.
wedding band. Like some people have like a wedding band tattooed
Yeah.
all the way around. Our tattoos on our ring fingers are just like on the side. So it could be anything.
You have
but
no
it is
idea.
on our ring finger. But
It is, but still.
no, if I was a woman and I wanted to hit on a man and I was single, obviously, and I saw he didn't have a ring, I might put it on a little stronger too, of course.
Right.
Like, why not? So I need to remember to put my ring
Don't
on.
take one off without putting the other one on. That's a good way to do it, maybe.
Yeah, you
Like
would
if
think.
you have the silicone one on, don't even take it off until you're ready to put the other one on.
Well, that's what I normally do.
Oh, okay.
And then I put the pretty one on, and then when I get home at night, I'm so excited to be home. I take it off because I'm going to shower, and I don't put the
Right.
silicone one back on.
Gotcha.
And they're getting loose, so they fall off easy. I think
Yeah.
I might even have lost. I think I have a green one left,
Wow.
or a white one. I don't know. Anyway, that's my story.
You need to order a new pack.
Yeah, I would like to, because after a while, because I don't get the name brand silicone rings, I just get them off of Amazon. There's 11
Right.
of them for or maybe there's 7 of them for $12. And after a while, they stretch out.
Yeah. Well, you're
So,
active. You're pretty
Right.
active.
So then you lose them down the garbage disposal and at various places. I mean, you found one in the grass when you were cutting the grass.
It's very weird.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know.
She came out here and just I'm so mad she threw her ring
No,
into the yard.
I promise you I haven't.
What is she doing all the way over here, the side of the yard?
I honestly don't know how it got there, to tell you the
ring.
truth.
Well, the cat's got it or something.
Maybe.
Probably dropped
I
it in the
don't-
garage.
Who knows? Who knows? Well, I'm glad
This
that you
was
think
fun.
that the American flag is tacky.
I don't think the American flag's tacky. That is
And-
not what I said. Do not be a journalist. Do not be a lawyer. Do not
I'm
do
teasing.
not twist my words.
I
I
know.
love the American flag. I have an American flag mask. That's yours, but I wear it. And it's just the flags.
I know. I'm teasing
The
you.
residential flag situation is not my favorite.
You're
I'm
going to come
sorry.
home tomorrow, and I'm going to have 2 things. I'm going to have a mailbox cover, and I'm going to have, 3 things, a fake rock and a flag. A big heart Valentine's Day flag, a big heart Valentine's Day mailbox cover, and a big fake rock with a heart painted on it, because I am going to get festive with Valentine's Day.
You're a psycho.
Thank you.
Do not do it.
Don't try me. Don't try me. Don't tell me I won't.
I know better.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we done here?
That's all. Good night.